Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Indigo Plateau live show and podcast. We're back with Woodland Dachshund Pat Attack's hand.
Yes, and most importantly,
trying to
the palm of his hand.
It's fine. It's just auto-focusing. It's fine. It'll. Every episode, we're all like, like putting our hands.
Last episode was the first one I didn't have to do that. So.
I know. Me and Pat over here, like, oh.
Oh yes,
Whatever.
We are back again, once again, with more Pokemon talk. Sorry, it looked like your camera's about to fall, so I panicked for a second. No, Pat, it looked like the camera's about to fall.
Just want this thing. No.
Yeah, I started to panic on the inside. I'm just like,
No, we're
it's
good.
like that meme with the dog in the room that's on fire. Like, this is fine.
This is fine. Yeah.
They actually have a Funko. Wait, is it a Funko? They have something.
Did they make it into a Funko? It was just a meme originally.
Yeah, I mean, everything's a Funko.
They have Colonel Sanders as a Funko. I feel like
I have Colonel Sanders.
I know. I'll never get over that you have that Funko. It's just
I finally mentioned at work that I collect those, and they were like, "Wow, that's neat."
You shouldn't have said that out loud.
Are you afraid they're going to become like Beanie Babies, to where they just drop to zero?
No, we are way too materialistic of a society for them to drop anymore.
In the Beanie Babies. I'm just saying.
The 90s were a different time.
It was a different beast.
It's even more volatile now.
I just remember there was like this one article, and it's just so vivid that like this was years and years ago, that literally when Beanie Babies were like all the craze, there was this couple that was in divorce court that just had a stack of Beanie Babies in the middle and were separating it.
In the court, they were doing
in the court.
The courtroom.
Yeah. They actually,
if that tells you how old we are, guys. So
they actually parodied that on an episode of The Simpsons, where they flash back to the 90s, and Homer and Marge split up, and it's like, oh, who gets Cutie Puss? And Homer's like, I'll just take a tentacle, and he like rips the Bean Baby in half.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah, but no, another thing about the 90s is screwed the guy from A&A Comics. So
what? He hurt you. He hurt you so bad.
He did. Look, as a comic book store guy, you need to be responsible and help nurture the youth of your neighborhood to love comics and build a welcoming environment. He did not do that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If I get to open up my card shop, little kids from 5 to 500, you'll be allowed.
500. That's impressive.
I mean, I don't know, life expectancy keeps going up, so why not?
We got a Benjamin Button walking through the door.
Actually, it was really cool this past weekend at Locals. So not only have we actually we're in the teens every single week for Vanguard now, which is really cool.
With the amount of people there?
Yes.
Oh, that's too many people, and I'm really not going to go.
But so we've always had like an elderly guy. I'm pretty sure he's the shop owner's dad. He shows up. He plays Magic every week. And this past week,
what's the name of the shop?
It's Golden Glory Gaming.
It's right by me.
Yep. And
didn't that just open not that long ago?
Yep.
A little bit under a year, yeah. But also they have their Magic on Saturdays, and there was like a 4-year-old kid playing, or not 4, maybe like 8. Okay. There was like an 8-year-old kid playing in the tournament, and then there was like
just respect.
Yeah, and then there was like a 16-year-old kid that was playing with his parents in the tournament. I'm like, this is a really cool shop environment. So shout out to Golden Glory Gaming. They don't sell anything online, but you
guys can't tell. I'm a big fan, so.
Yeah. Yep, I like our games.
Oh my god. Yes, put your Vanguard away. Rogue said she's 32 and can't understand Magic.
Yeah, and there's an 8-year-old in there kicking butt.
It is a complex game. The guy, so a little tidbit about Magic, because I love it. We all have our things, Docs loves his Vanguard. Obviously we all love our Pokemon and like our Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon. I mean, we basically have the trifecta of card games. But Dr. Richard Garfield, so like an actual PhD mathematician, created Magic the Gathering, and it was literally said to be the most complex card game in existence. So I definitely sympathize with that, Allie.
I feel that was Rogue who said that.
Rogue.
I feel like... Oh, go ahead, Docs.
I was saying, and then came along Super Lodge Nuts and proved them all wrong.
That's right.
Yes.
No, I was gonna say I feel like Magic has like easy to understand like basics, but like everything else is
Overall
where
strategy.
that's where it gets really confusing.
Until you get into some foreign mechanic that was printed 20 years ago and you're like, I have no clue what this is.
Right. Yeah, like the concept is easy to kind of understand, like the turn setup, but beyond that, that's where it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, I mean, I played 2 whole games of Magic my entire life, and my brother-in-law walked me like held my hand through the turn. He's like, "Now you play a land card." I'm like, "A land card?
One land card. Put it down.
Uno mas.
One more.
But, one more. I was asking for one more, but I didn't get one more. But
He said, no, those are the rules. Ramp or nothing. Okay.
So I don't know, but this is not a Digimon. It's not a Magic. Unfortunately, it's not a Vanguard podcast. This is a Pokemon podcast. So let's jump in. Who's ready? Who's got the first topic?
Me.
What you got?
I'll tell everyone the topic. Are you all ready?
You tell them.
We pick some Pokemon that we like. However, we thought their coloring was a little off. So Pokemon, we like their design, but probably could have been designed a little bit better in terms of color theory. Docs, do you want to kick us off with one of your Pokemon? I
have the easy one.
Oh,
because it's in every article, it's in every video. I just do not feel like doing my own work. Dragonite. Why are you orange, boy?
Oh, you. So here's the thing. Doesn't make sense in my head, or it doesn't make sense to anyone really. But I don't.
He's cute.
I don't hate it. It just doesn't make sense.
I would rather him be blue.
That's fair. I like blue better than orange, but I don't hate it. I will say the coloring is just like he's a chunky Charizard.
He is. Which he's like the generic Charizard, which is maybe why they made him orange.
He's the Wish version of Charizard.
Charizard at home.
Which my grief is they could have totally made him a blue shiny, and instead they made him vomit soup green.
I don't know. I still don't hate it. Rogue said shiny Growlithe could have.
Can't stand it.
That's fine. That's fair. I'm sorry. Rogue said shiny Growlithe could have slapped and they half-assed it, and I feel that on a spiritual level with Gengar. So.
Yep, I was just gonna say, Allie's got
shiny Growlithe. He's golden, so.
Yeah, it's not that wildly different though.
Yeah, and not just because of the evolution line, but like every time I can recall seeing a Dragonite in the wild in the anime, he's by water.
Well, yeah, because Dratini and Dragonair are typically like a serpent monster. So
yeah, so like he's always around water. Why isn't he blue? Like
makes sense.
I'm always in my basement, which is why I'm white. So
only water creatures could be blue.
I'm with Ghost though. So as far as the Gengar, I do like Gengar being purple, but one thing that's always bothered me was like his shiny version, right? So in Sword and Shield, they made him white, which is absolutely sick. But they only made him white when you Dynamax him,
or Mega, or
Mega him, yeah.
Right.
So I the fact that I can't have a shiny Gengar that's just white as a normal base form without doing some type of like specialty thing.
Mm-hmm.
Always bothered me. It always bothered me.
I know, a white
How
shiny.
sick would it be to have a white Gengar?
No, I know. I know.
You gotta the Gabagool.
Not the Gimmighoul, the Gabagool.
Gabagool. Pat, who do you have for one of your Pokemon?
So as far as one of my Pokemon, I definitely think that they could have done a little bit different with like Kyogre and Groudon. I mean, obviously the red and the blue, but it would have been cool to do like different colors with them. I felt like you could have done way more than just like your basic blue and red.
Yeah, it's a little too on the nose.
Yeah, I definitely think that as far as like their color schemes go, like is like his shiny form is like golden for Groudon, and like same with like Kyogre, but like a black Groudon would have been like awesome.
That would,
like I would have loved to see that, or you could have made them both black, because to me, Kyogre's kind of like a shark or a whale. So I feel like the blue color scheme's cool, but it would have been cool to see him be black. Same with like Whalmer or like Whalmer and Whale Lord. Like I feel like black would have been cool, but I get it. He's supposed to be like a blue whale, you know.
Yeah, it could have been. You know what they could have done? You know how they have like the stripe things on their body that look like. So like Kyogre has. Yeah, it's mostly blue, but has like the red.
The red
like,
stripe.
Yeah, the detail. What if they made it all black, but those detailings are the blue or the red, depending on.
I would have been cool with. That would have been an awesome color scheme.
Black and red speaks to my little high school emo heart.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Not a phase.
It is a phase.
It's not a phase.
It's a lifestyle. Okay.
So I don't know if this counts as color, but okay. So everybody, say it together. How does a Slowpoke evolve?
How does Slowpoke evolve? Shelter.
What does Shelter do?
Bites its tail.
Clamps on its tail.
Now look at Slowbro. Does that look like a Shelter that bit?
It transforms.
It transforms into a different type of shell.
But is that color even close? I don't think it. I would rather it stay blue. It's like gray.
I think is Shelter blue? Hold on, I thought it was purple.
It's like purple.
Yeah, it's like a blue purple. Yeah, a blue.
An indigo, if you will.
Whoa! It's full circle.
We're pulling out our good old Roy G. Biv here.
Do you remember our Ditto debacle? And I was like, Ditto's totally purple, and everyone's like, pink.
Hey, pink.
It is pink. It's totally pink.
It is, but like, however, if you look at it in some games, it is definitely like a lilac, and I'm gonna die on that hill. I don't care. I will show you a picture right now if you need me
I'll come to the funeral.
Which shiny Ditto's dope. I have a shiny imposter Ditto for my competitive teams.
Is it a blue
Ditto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, I don't know if that counts as color, but I think if that is supposed to be a Shelter, it is not colored appropriately.
As I have to be back, I have to go grab my Switch for later on.
I
guess it could be a lilac.
Purple. It's purple.
Yes. Hold on. I'll be back because later this episode, give me 2 minutes. 2 minutes. A minute, not even 30 seconds.
Okay, we'll continue the conversation. I picked this topic and then I realized, wow, there isn't really much I would change. A lot of it is detailing. So it was like specifically the one that I really hate is the whole girder line with its gross veins. Like,
are you gonna say the F word? Are you gonna say the F word?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna say the F word. No. The other word for skin, okay? No, it's just I don't. If they wanted to keep those vein-like things, why it gotta be like red? Like it just grosses me out.
You don't confuse it for anything else. I don't know.
I just don't like the coloring on that. But a lot of the stuff that I had was like detail work as opposed to like the whole color. I think the only Pokemon I had on here where I would like completely change everything was Yanmega. I just don't like forest green with that like blood orange red.
It's definitely an off-putting color, yeah.
So that's like really the only Pokemon that I had. I was like, redo the whole thing. Everything else it was like very specific. The one I had on here was Snover. I cannot stand. I like the Pokemon. I don't. Let me finish.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
You know how it has the middle stripe that like changes depending on the gender? Like I hate when it's the same color brown because it's like brown, white. Like why couldn't they make that middle color something so like it's like a 3-tone type situation? It's like white, brown or brown, white. Like I don't know. It's off-putting to me. Like make it a third separate color. I like the Pokemon, which is the topic here. Pokemon we like, but changing the color. So
see, my grief with a lot of the color schemes of Pokemon are with their shiny variants.
Yeah,
really, I feel like there's so many Pokemon that were hit and miss. I just still to this day I don't know how you get a green Dragonite from a pink Dratini and Dragonair.
I know the same way
you get an orange.
Yeah. The same way.
Call it what you will.
My last thing is more of I was a stupid child that has turned into a stupid adult. Because I was always tricked and I don't like being tricked. I'm pretty surprised I didn't hold this grudge the entire time and just not buy any more games. But the fact that Nido King and Nido Queen are the opposite color that you would expect.
How so?
Like, purple is a feminine color, blue is a masculine color.
I think it's more of like a teal Nido Queen.
She's blue to me.
A greenish.
But like, and especially not knowing what the gender symbols were as a kid. And then I'm like, okay, I want the boy one. And then I'm like, I hope this is it. And I'm going and then the colors flip at the final stage of evolution. No.
Yeah.
Consistency. Game Freak. Konami.
Oh my God.
Konami? Wow.
Konami.
I'm blaming Konami for all my life problems. No, that one, I was a dumb child, and I'm like, blue means boy. And I got Nido Queen.
I mean, when you were a kid, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm bringing back my lawsuit to Konami.
It's Konami. Wrong. I had on my list.
Wrong publisher.
Yeah. Venipede. I would change his green to purple. I don't know why that green bothers me, but it's like red and it has that little bit of green in the middle.
You're just against green.
No, I love the color green, but I don't like it with like red. Like it doesn't look great. I don't know. But then like I don't like Christmas.
Happy Crisis.
So Scolipede has the purple and red, and I'm like, give it that purple.
Even your purple. What?
I like cool colors. All right. I'm sorry.
Wait. Cool as in the color wheel cool or cool as in hey?
Both.
Oh.
Both.
All right then. I just learned what the color wheel was about 6 months ago. So
since we've been knocking recolors on Pokemon and how to do a better color scheme, what's your guys' favorite shiny? Because I'm a shiny hunter, or at least I try to be. I don't have as much time. So what's your favorite shiny color scheme?
So like my favorite scheme usually is like muted colors. So like I like Mimikyu. I like any like Delphox, anything that's like a dull gray, black, purple type situation.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I like what I like. All right. So typically,
which is fine. It's fine.
Typically something like that. I'm trying to think. We did a whole episode on shiny Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what my favorite was, but stuff like that where it's like darker in tone. And then like obviously shiny Mega Gengar, which we talked about already.
Shiny Mega Gengar for sure. So my two favorites are actually Obstagoon and then Grimmsnarl. So Grimmsnarl being
that white.
Yeah.
It's cool. I like it.
So being this guy, the all white, if I could focus.
Yeah, it's like white with the pink.
Bust out the Switch, yeah.
I did bust out the Switch because I have so many. And then Obstagoon is my absolute favorite color scheme as far as Pokemon Go being shiny. He has like basically a red, a blue, and a white color scheme to him. Obstagoon, amazing color scheme to transition from that traditional black-white.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of my favorite Chinese. I don't have him transferred over. Otherwise, I would show you guys. But alas, I failed you.
That's okay.
Well, you'll make it up to the viewers by giving away that Dragapult.
Right.
I know. He's ready to go at some point. I'm not lying to you guys. I promise you.
Well, so
he's ready. He's ready to go. He's ready to go.
You only have to give a Magikarp in return.
Yeah, seriously.
Look, he has the Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, and he has 8 on his Draco Meteor as well. So
use that PP up. Yeah, PP up. Yeah,
get that PP up.
Get that PP up. So
that sounds provocative. Anyways,
and look, it's. I'm sure that's been done to death in the Pokemon community. Well, I gotta get my PP up.
Where's Misty when you need her?
Oh.
She went to the Pokemart before this show.
Sounds like Ash's dad. Never came back with the moo moo milk.
Someone move on, please.
I was gonna say, now that we're thoroughly depressed, So Ghost had the idea to talk about typings that we feel are not unequivocally strong, but are move typing that has the most punch, has the most effectiveness, whatever you want to say. So mine probably pretty obvious. I'll let someone else go first. Hopefully,
No, Docs go for, or Ghost can go first, then Docs, because I want to hear your guys's.
I'm gonna go first because again, I use the moves and the types of Pokemon that I'm used to and I like. So I'm gonna tell you what I use, and I'm gonna have you guys tell me
I gotta
how
look at my
off.
Notes.
Okay, how off?
I'm listening.
How off I am on my picks.
The
In
normal
your
type.
opinion. No, not normal type. So, out of the starters, I always pick fire. I always gravitate towards fire type moves. So, I'm curious your thoughts on fire type because I feel it to be very strong, but that's again because I use it all the time. So,
Docs, go ahead. And after you.
Mostly because the most populous typing is water. I feel that there's way too many instances where fire is going to get overpowered. Offensively, it'll be resisted. Defensively, it'll be weak. I mean, beats up on grass, beats up on steel, ice. But then again, if you're doing more than something casual, steel and ice aren't that common. So it's got its strong points. I can't think of a really good physical fire move, except for maybe Flare Blitz. But
Flare Blitz is definitely a good one.
Yeah, it's
Fire Punch is nice, for sure.
So it's more catered to special attackers. Special attackers can be kind of fragile, so it's not like it's bad by any means, but not.
See, I'm big on fire type moves because two moves that I like to use a lot are obviously Flamethrower, which is a special attack, Mystical Fire, which Mystical Fire actually like reduces like I forget what stat it reduces for your opponent, but Espeon can learn Mystical Fire, which is a great move set for her. Also, Will-O-Wisp. I mean, I think we're really taking away from the fact that Will-O-Wisp halves physical attackers attack. So Will-O-Wisp is definitely a great move set. I run a Rotom Wash with Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave because I'm evil. So
We learned in the last episode.
we don't know this.
Oh yeah, like truly a menace. But I'm big on fire attacks. I think they have their place, and I feel like they have just as many positives as they do negatives. I feel like Pokemon does a pretty good job of balancing a lot of archetypes as far as move pools for specific typings go. So I'm big on fire. I mean, it's a must-have on any Pokemon team.
So I thought,
and with things like Torch Song with Skeledirge, to where it keeps upping his special attack, that's absolutely amazing. Things like that. A Flare Blitz Charizard. So you could have a Flare Blitz Charizard with a Shell Bell. So he basically gets the recoil damage, but he also, gets the HP boost from the Shell Bell. And if you have a Solar Power Charizard with a Sunny Day Up, Sun Teams, absolutely amazing. He's on my Sun team, so I'm a big fan of fire moves.
Thank you for validating my feeling on fire. So, Docs, what do you have?
I mean, maybe this is why I'm not so big on fire, but grass.
I knew it. I feel like grass is so weak in my head. It's because I'm used to fire.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, let's hear. Beat up on water, beat up on ground, beat up on rock, beat up on not fire. But so with, and maybe this has to do with my play style, but majority of status moves, grass type.
Well, you have your Leech Seed and your Spores and stuff like that.
Yep, you got well, there's spore, and then there's like specific sun spore. And
do you want to know what counters that, kids? Overt cloak,
which comes on Dragon Bolt. Oh no, wait, that's an item.
Item. Covert cloak basically doesn't let status moves hit you. So things like sleep powder, spore, etc. But sleep powder's bug, not grass. So
no, sleep powder is grass.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But and then I also like recovery. So Giga Drain, smack that button, get half your health back. It's perfect. So grass is strong against a lot of different types, and not fire, but it's strong against a lot of other types. Grass has a lot of subtypings that can go with it. So if you're trying to round yourself out, you can have Venusaur, for example. You get your poison typing to definitely hit fairies, because I know fairies can be a menace. So they don't have many weaknesses themselves. So you have
only poison and steel.
Yeah, so you've got plenty of option, and grass poison is like I'd have to check.
Probably the most common duo.
Yeah. So grass is versatile enough to hit half the types for super effective, and then it's already paired with almost everything. So status, recovery, straight up pedal dance. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree. Grass is a great typing. I feel like it definitely stands above the rest. I think it's better than like steel. I think it's better than fairy, my opinion.
Grass is better than steel and fairy?
I would think so. Yeah.
Okay.
In my personal opinion.
Offensively, yes.
Yes. Because, for example, like going with the Sun team, what we were talking about, if you have a chlorophyll Venusaur, which ups its speed stat in Sun, you can also use Solar Beam turn 1 in bright sunlight. So
because you don't need to charge.
Yep.
Yeah. So see, grass better than fire. Told you.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Well, Pat, what is your supreme type?
I'm biased.
I mean, I don't know. We'll probably have another 30 minutes to talk about this, but go ahead.
Dragons. I think dragons have a great great move pool. I mean, honestly, with your Dragon Dance, it has Draco Meteor as well as Dragon Claw. You have various like moves as far as like Dragon Rush, and that allow you to just deal massive amounts of damage, especially because Dragon's such a main archetype in the games that you get a lot of Pokemon that get a stab bonus from a lot of those. A lot of big heavy hitting moves are Dragon type moves, and that's why Dragons are so squishy, because they tend to be overpowered.
I mean, cannons.
Essentially, and that's why I think Dragons are absolutely broken like type. Also Ghost. I'm a big fan of Ghost moves as well, considering with like Shadow Ball, Shadow Sneak, Shadow Claw, those types of moves. Like I tend to lean towards Ghost because of their basically priority moves don't affect them, and fighting moves don't affect them as well as normal. So it's like most Pokemon tend to have a great move pool that they're able to learn as well, especially with Gengar. If you have a status move and then you use Hex, deals massive amounts of damage. So I think that those 4 move types, or those 4 move types that we talked about, really kind of cover as far as like what are the dominant move pools available in Pokemon. Grass, fire, dragon, and a ghost, I think, definitely have a dominant advantage as far as like move pool goes.
And like I know water is the most populous type, and you have things like Scald got removed, didn't it? But you have like Scald with the secondary. I feel like Whirlpool traps you, stuff like that. I feel like water type moves have more secondary effects than other types.
Yeah, the additional effects,
Yeah,
you know,
the
the
additional-
waterfall, you gain the flinch and
Flinch,
stuff
yeah.
like that. So
Yeah,
it's
I think that gives them a bit of a competitive edge over some of the others too.
it does too. I definitely do think that water is a good move pool, especially with like how many things are available. You know, Swift Swim is a big thing, so you know, you could have a Pelipper come out, which I know you're not a fan, but Pelipper come out and then you switch into Swift Swim Barraskewda and you just waterfall them to death with a life orb.
Yeah.
Great.
And even if they don't die, you might flinch them. But
Might flinch them.
Yeah, I think water's definitely got a huge advantage. But so I mean, we just talked about dragons. So you guys know, if you've watched older episodes, that time to time we like to do a full deep dive. And considering how much Pat loves dragons and how we haven't talked about them yet, let's take a deep dive into dragon type. And let's also at the same time here, how about a good idea? Exclamation point, I love Dragapult in chat if you want to enter for a chance to get the Dragapult. And then at the end of the segment, we can go through, see who entered, what what we got going on. And you can tell me to pick like 1 through 5 or how many people enter, and then we'll do that. So unplanned giveaway is now planned.
Planned as of last episode.
Exactly. So exclamation point, I want Dragapult. But Ghost, how about you starting with your facts, because you're a nerd.
Wow. That's not very nice, but also true. So, Pat, I don't know if you listened to our older episodes. Sometimes in the trivia section, I like to quiz docs. But what I'm going to do for most of this is just quiz you to see if you could guess some of these stats.
Can we buzz in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can
Real
we have
quick.
the Jeopardy music in the background, please?
No, that requires me to pull that up. Animask, wait, real quick. Animask just got home safely. Animask, if you want to win a competitive shiny Dragapult, exclamation point, I want Dragapult. So do that since you just came back.
I'm very, very happy to see you home safely, friend.
Right.
All right.
Okay, so
fire away.
My first statistic. So as of Generation 9, Dragon-type Pokemon make up 6.88% of all Pokemon. This includes those that are Dragon-type in at least one of their forms, including Mega Evolutions and Regional forms. How many Pokemon is 6.88% of all Pokemon?
68.
Close. Docs.
We'll say 68 to 72.
No, you have to pick one. You said 68. So,
all right, 68.
Docs.
So 72?
You guys are on the other ends.
70?
70?
70. So no one won that point.
We each get a half a point.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you.
I'll keep a tally. I got my pen. All right?
No, you're both going to get a point for that.
Doc.
I got scissors.
You both were literally.
Who are you giving the point to, huh?
You guys were literally just as far apart from each other. So you both get a point for that. You're both close. Okay. How many of those are pure dragon?
11.
Okay, Doc says 11.
Oh no. We're gonna say 8.
13.
Docs. All right, Docs.
You're that point, baby.
So 2. They were really close. Okay. Let me see real quick. So as of Generation 9, Dragon-type moves make up 3.18% of all moves, excluding those that are Dragon-type only under certain circumstances. This makes it the second rarest type among moves after Flying and Ground and before Rock. How many Dragon-type moves are there?
3.1. 3.1%.
Yeah. So Pat, you answer first.
No, he said. What did you say, Docs?
38.
38
okay.
dragon moves. Okay. How many moves are you said 3.8%? There's probably
moves.
like 250 TM moves?
Rogue wants to know why you have scissors.
They were on the table. I started playing with them.
Oh, you need a fidget.
We're gonna say 24.
Pat, you are closer. There are 29 moves. So 2-2 boys, 2-2.
All right.
Okay, so we'll move on to some of this trivia. So which type of which Pokemon type has yet to be paired with dragon? There's only one.
Grass.
Nope.
Or no. That's
Nope. Okay, so Pat said
Hold on.
nope. Now it's Docs. You said, what did you
said
say?
ground.
That's wrong. So now back to Pat. Whoever gets it first, we'll do it that way.
Fairy.
Nope. Docs.
Normal.
Nope.
What?
Pat.
Who's dragon normal?
We'll have to look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. We actually talked about this.
Dragon water?
No.
Oh no.
Docs. What?
Psychic.
Nope.
What?
Fire.
No.
I don't know.
Docs.
You're putting me on the spot here, son.
Think about it. We talked about this Pokemon and how it's naming.
Fighting?
No. We're like, wow, how is this
Bug.
Oh.
Hey, there we go.
There we
It's a
go.
half
I
a
didn't think
point.
about it.
You give a hint. That's
You
a
know
half
what? I'll give a half point.
Okay.
I'll give myself a half point. That's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. Keep
All
a
right.
tally. All
I
right.
am. It is Docs 2, Pat 2.5.
Boo.
He can steal this.
Okay. Which generation introduced the most dragon type?
Who gets this first?
Go ahead, Docs.
Alola, Generation 7.
Nope. Pat.
Really?
There's 11 in this generation.
Oh man.
Boom, boom, da, boom, boom.
We're gonna say
boom,
Gen
boom.
4.
No. Wham.
Oh,
Do, 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 do.
You know what? It feels like everything's a freaking dragon in Galar.
Gen 8.
I should have known.
There we
Pat, don't you have like 5,000 million hours in that game?
go.
Yeah, but half the dragons are trash, so I don't even pay attention.
That's fair. Okay, so Pat could start this question then. Alternatively, which generation introduced the fewest type with only one?
Pat gets this first.
Mm-hmm.
I got it.
It's so weird. I want to say Gen 1 or 2 because it's like,
Only one.
but it's like weird because they gave some typings later on to different Pokemon from Gen 1 and Gen 2.
You're thinking
so it's
too
like,
hard. You're thinking too hard. It's just when
We're
they
gonna
were
say
intro-
Gen 2.
Gen 2? Yep.
Yeah.
It's Kingdra.
Yep. I had the one I actually knew exactly who it was too. I'm like, it's just Kingdra.
Okay, so this is gonna work. There's two answers to this. Whoever shouts them out first wins. Okay. So as we know, dragon is the most common type of pseudo legendary. But there are two lines of pseudo legendaries that are not dragon. What are they?
The combat trio,
Birds.
Tracheon,
Birds, the
Viridion.
legendary birds.
No, those are legendary. Would you say, Docs?
You said pseudo legendary?
Pseudo-legendary.
Pseudo legendary. The Reggies.
Those are legendaries. Docs?
Oh, God.
The Tracheon groups is that legendaries?
Teraki? What are you saying to me?
Like Tracheon,
Volley,
Viridion.
No, those are legendaries.
Ragian.
Okay, so then it's Celebi.
Pseudo legendary.
Pseudo.
Celebi?
Nope.
It's a legendary.
It's a mythical legendary.
Oh, it's mythical.
Yeah.
Pseudo legendary. Pseudo legendary groups.
So like
T-Tar.
that's one.
Wait, repeat the question.
Excalibur.
What?
Excalibur?
No, that he's dragon.
Repeat the question again.
What? Okay, so what two pseudo legendary lines are not dragon type? So Doc said Tyranitar. Pat?
Pseudo legendary. I should have known this.
Yeah, so I'll give Docs that 1 point. Pat, if you get the other one,
I
you'll
gave
have that
him.
point.
Oh, Docs think. I'm thinking. Don't think, Docs.
Let me know when you want a hint, and I'll give you both a hint. It's like the one that comes to mind immediately for me. Let me know. What do you want to hit?
I'll take my 50-50.
Animass said Aggron, but that's not right. All right, you guys want a hint?
Yeah.
Okay, so Gen 3 actually introduced 2 lines of pseudo legendary. One of them being what's his name? Salamence line, but there's also another one.
Hydreigon?
What's that?
Hydreigon?
No,
That's 5.
No. 5. God. Oh, I'm failing.
Do you want its typing? Will that help? One of its types?
Yeah, sure.
Steel.
Duraludon? Oh, that's Dragon. Damn it. And that's not even Gen 3. What is it?
Let me know when you give up. Let me know when you give up. People are going to be screaming.
Yeah, probably. Hold on. Steel Gen 3. Steel Gen 3.
No Googling.
How many stages?
Aggron.
3.
How many stages does
3.
it have? 3?
Yeah, so pseudo legendaries are 3.
O'Reilly's.
What?
You know what? I give up, Docs. You might win.
No, I know who it is because he takes forever to evolve, doesn't he?
Probably.
Just let me have it.
What do you mean let you have it? Oh, you just want the answer?
Yeah, we give up, yeah.
Metagross.
Oh, come on.
What do you want me to say? That's the answer.
Forgot about it.
So Doc's got 1. So it's 4 to 3.5, guys.
All right.
Evil.
First one to 5.
Animask is dying until I run out of questions.
Oh, okay. I was just shaking first one to
Actually,
5.
I think how many more do I have? Blah, blah. Let me see. Okay. Let's do this one will win it, okay? So Dragon and this typing share 3 qualities with each other then they don't share with any other type. So the first one is they're the only types that are weak to themselves. So have 1 type immune to them and 1 type resistant to them. And then originally had 3 Pokemon in Gen 1, then gained only... All right, Docs, you got it.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought we were waiting till we were done. I was like... Yeah.
No. Okay, Docs, 5.
Yeah, because I literally said Dragapult earlier for that exact reason. Oh my god. I should have just blurted it out.
You should have. Okay,
Right,
I'll do
let's
one more
go.
question for fun, okay? All right, it's this question. More Pokemon gain the Dragon type through Mega Evolution than any other type. How many Pokemon are there that get that secondary type? No.
We're going to say 10.
No, it's lower. Both of you.
Or?
Yeah.
Which one?
Both of you. It's lower.
4?
I say 2.
Oh.
It's 3, so you're in the middle. That's okay.
All right, Docs, you win.
Yeah.
Docs wins. So those are some dragon facts.
See, I personally think if we're having a discussion for well, we've had this previously, but for moves that get on our nerves, Dragon Rage, as in does Locker, is really, really annoying. I hate it, and I think it should be removed from the game. Thank you for your consideration, Konami.
Get out of here. Pat, I'm curious, knowing that dragon is your favorite type. I know you like Dragapult, but what other dragon types are up there for you?
I'm a big I do like Dragonite. which is why he's on that team, but we're not going to talk about him. Salamence and Hydreigon are upper echelon for me. And then Kingdra, actually. I enjoy Kingdra a lot because he typically gets like a swift swim, so he's a water dragon, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they kind of give the dragon typing all the fun Pokemon. So
I know legendaries and just really cool designs. Yeah. It's insane.
So a lot of legendaries have the dragon typing. One dragon that I'm not fond of though is
Druddigon?
How do you pronounce it? Yes.
I knew it. I don't know
Most useless dragon Pokemon there is in existence.
Dox is like, I love it.
No. I was looking over at my thing. The one type that I don't have any merch for is dragon.
Oh, really?
I have 0 dragon plushies, Funkos, nothing.
Get you a Dragapult. Do it.
I almost bought a sitting cutie of Flygon, and I know I told this story about how Flygon usurped Gengar, so I'm obviously a huge Flygon fan. Although it's funny because I never bring it up. Like when I like list my top 10 favorite Pokemon, it's not even like top 5, but I love him. I will say
I have a shiny battle ready Flygon. I'll just give you it.
Okay. Don't have to tell me twice. Real quick, sorry, go ahead, Dox.
Actually, I lied to you. And because Ghost would see it coming from a mile away, I won't do the same joke that I did before. They got you and Knight. I do have an Alolan Executor, and he is a dragon type for a reason, but we're going to be mature, and we're not going to make that joke twice.
What was I don't even remember.
He's a dragon type solely because of his height. Because he's dragging these nuts! Get on! There we go. Right.
I repressed that. Okay, bye.
This is a family-friendly show, sir.
I should have just lied.
I have one dragon type plushie. Okay.
I will say my number 4 favorite Pokemon of all time is Tyrantrum. It's a dragon type, but it's a dinosaur. So let's be honest. And I will say Dialga is probably one of my favorite legendaries.
Yeah, Dialga's up there for me, actually.
I love him.
But, I mean, there's nothing I'm strongly attached to dragon types. There's nothing I'm like... I mean, the OOs line, that whole OO is good.
I forget about them, honestly. Fairly forgettable, in my opinion.
I like them because you go at them with a fairy type, you're like, haha, I win, and they hit you a poison jab, and you're like, oh.
Rip. Bye. Oh, you know which one I really like, too? I feel like it's fairly underrated? Noivern. I really like Noivern.
Noivern's cool. He's ugly, but he's cool. He's just like me.
Ugly? I'm sorry.
It's like me.
He's not ugly. Get out of here. He's sick. Oh my god. Purple and green. Lovely. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just don't have any strong attachments to dragon types. I don't know. They're just like... I don't want to say they're copy and paste because they're unique, but...
They are. I think so.
Yeah. With it being a small move pool set and stuff like that, kind of feels like there's 1 or 2 ways to go dragons, and that's it. So...
Isn't Altaria a dragon type?
Yes.
That's weird. That's weird to me.
He's just a Nimbus Cloud.
That's not right. Something's wrong there.
Yeah, I don't know. No strong feelings. But hey, you know what? Let them do their thing. Let them dragon all over the place.
Fair enough. Dox or Pat, did you have any other thoughts on dragon?
Not specifically, but
what?
Give me a second.
What's happening?
You gotta check in the chat and see.
We got 2 entries for Rogue and a Mask. So.
Okay. All right. So hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh,
okay.
I was just gonna like grab a card and be like, if you get this dragon, it's Rogue, and if you get this, whatever this is, it's Animask.
Oh, nope. Rogue is it. Too bad. Rogue entered it.
All right, so I got my handy dandy trusty Crown Royal bag. We're gonna find a D20 in here, and
1 to 10 Animask, 11 to 20 Rogue.
Yeah, why not?
There we go. It's official.
Alrighty.
So wait, who's who now?
Gotta go through our
1 to
math
10
of
Animask,
dice bags.
11 to 20 Rogue.
Okay.
Alright, where's the D20? There's the D20. Hold on, let me put all these other die away, because this dice bag has too many dice in it. And I dropped one. Anyways. Alright, so, moment of truth. Alright. Here we go. Whoop. Never mind. I dropped it.
What does it say?
We're not going to count that one.
Okay.
All right.
Please try again later.
So 1 to 10, Animask. 11 to 20, Rogue Ivy. All right. And Animask is the winner.
Yay!
Of a 6.
Woo!
So
Animask. We will get you a friend code to trade with Pat
Yes.
after we wrap up the stream here.
Good thing Anda's in our group chat already, so there we go.
Yes, and Animask is already in the group chat, so we'll just throw it in there, and you guys can trade after we wrap up. But congrats, Animask!
Yay!
yes.
Yay!
Well, that was very nice, Pat. Thank you for providing Animask with a beautiful, shiny Dragapult.
I tried giving
And it's
away,
battle ready.
And it's battle ready.
I tried giving away a Nintendo Switch. Nobody signs up. He gives away a Dragapult. People sign up.
Pat, Docs, you asked for 150 subs. Pat was like free. I wonder why.
No, actually, Animask didn't read the terms and conditions. It's 150 subs.
To me.
To my Twitch.
No, get out of here. Whose channel are we currently streaming on?
75, okay.
I'm sorry. No. We ain't getting no subs. All right.
Well, yeah, I mean, go subscribe to us on Facebeam. What are you doing?
Yeah, you can. That is actually free. And you know what else is free? Giving us 5-star ratings on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you listen to us on that, it truly helps us out. So if you have a few minutes and you like the show and want to see us continue, give us those ratings because, like I said, it helps us out. We appreciate it, and we will continue doing this.
And it really helps my self-esteem.
Yeah. Also, YouTube. We can watch this on YouTube. Merch. We do have merch. Hold on.
We got merch.
I actually have a link for that. Exclamation point merch.
There's a whole heckin' link. Guys, get your tipsy gear.
There we go.
Get tipsy. I mean, the shirts are $12. You know, you can't even walk in Old Navy and buy a shirt for $12. You can go to that link that Ghost just posted. We can throw it up on our socials again. $12 for a t-shirt. You can't beat that. I don't care if you're going to wash your car with it. Just give me $12.
But also, we do have a hoodie. We have a mug if you want to drink out of the mug.
It has my face on it.
No, it has Spinda's face on it. And even if you're like, I don't care about tips, it has a cute Spinda. So you could just pretend it's not related to the podcast and just have a cute little Spinda with some sunglasses saying it's time to get tipsy. No one will even know what that means. So it's fine.
Give it to someone for their 21st birthday. They'll have no clue.
Exactly. It's a good gift for people who drink legally only. So.
Think of that budding alcoholic in your life.
All right. Well, before we go into bad
I'm never
places,
up this late, guys. I'm never up this late or in light this late, so I'm a little bit unhinged.
well, we're wrapping it up. Thank you guys for spending time with us. These recordings will be out. I think we have one more episode before these ones will be released. We release bi-weekly in the audio format. Until then, we'll see you next time live. We'll post on our socials when we're going live. So thank you all again, and we'll see you later.
Out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.